do I still do this? Hello, my dudes. Finally, I've been taking my own advice, and according to my last few videos, I needed to start living through my soul instead of through my mind, and lately, that's exactly what I've been trying to do. I've been really monitoring what thoughts have been running through my head and if they're mind leading or if they're soul leading. But other than that, I don't have much else to talk about today. I mean, just wanted to say hi. I think one thing, it was just this realization about my channel as a whole. So, I was scrolling through YouTube yesterday, and I was noticing that a lot of the spiritual content that I had on my page was very clickbaity and very mind oriented. And I was getting a little disheartened, I guess, because I was looking for more soul created content. Not that either or is good or bad, but more just like I quit doing stuff for my mind. That's really it. And so with that, I kind of lost my sense of urgency regarding searching for answers and over preparing and trying to be perfect. That's no longer with us in the room. And so I guess honestly right now what I'm working on is better defining what techniques I would like to use to create my desired reality. And yesterday was very interesting. I experienced something really trippy where I was having trouble kind of imagining what being wealthy feels like since I've never experienced it before. I knew from a deeper level that Source and my soul, which is part of Source, knows already what wealth feels like, but I don't know what wealth feels like just because I've never experienced it. And so I was trying to figure out, how do I even start there? I came across this advice where you should use your five senses instead of trying to think what thoughts you would be thinking. And it caused me to ask myself, like, what does more wealth smell like? What does it sound like? What does it look like? And when I got to that last point of imagining what it looked like, immediately I got this sense of unfamiliarity and discomfort, because I was imagining my surroundings as if I was in a different reality where I was wealthier. And I got up and I was looking at myself in the mirror, and it was weird. I had to hug myself in order to feel safe. I was just like, but I was just imagining. Did you see that? I was just imagining the desired reality and my current reality at the same time. Like I was in both worlds, kind of like exactly how you would imagine it to be in a movie where the person is switching simultaneously between one reality and the other one. That's exactly what I was experiencing. And it was just like I was in a doorway where, what I said, one side, the other side. And I was experiencing both at the same time. It was very trippy. And so that led me to like search up shifting realities, and I guess people usually do it when they're in a more relaxed state, sleeping state. And I looked up kind of like the different ways. Sorry. And I came across 3. One was how a lot of people do it, which is like through lucid dreaming and in a meditative state where you're fully immersed into that desired reality. And another one, which is more what I guess thought what I should be doing, which is like living through your current reality as if you're in your desired reality, kind of just embodying the aspects. And instead of being fully immersed, you're more just like being strategic about it and being it, living as if. And then the third one was what I experienced yesterday, where it's just being in both simultaneously and having this sort of suspended energy. You're not in either or, you're just in both. But yeah, that's what I'm currently experiencing right now. Yesterday was a big shift for me because, yeah, I just transitioned into what I said earlier, like a searching mindset into a just do it mindset, like just embody it already and stop preparing and just do it. That's what I said in my previous video. It's only been 8 minutes. I would show you what I have for lunch today, but I didn't cook it this time. I didn't make it, so that's disclosed information. I think moving forward, I want to make more videos on distinguishing the difference between living through mind and soul. But in the meantime, I think I need to gather more experience and just get more comfortable with actually living through soul experience. What am I saying? Actually living through my soul and taming my mind. But we're approaching it from a different angle now. More just like go with the flow and not be upset or frustrated that I'm not getting things fast enough. Because yesterday I had experienced this epiphany where it's just like my desires, if I see them as desires, then there's some sort of separation and I don't have them yet. So they don't feel like desires. They didn't feel like desires at that moment. They felt like they were mine already. So I started calling them gifts because I couldn't find another word. And I felt that for a little bit, but as soon as I stepped outside and started my day, it all went away and I was getting frustrated and upset with myself because it's just like, why is it so hard for me to keep this high vibe going? And I was just upset that my mind was really just taking over my experience, and I just wanted to be free already. But then later on I recognized that Just like when you start working out at the gym, like you have to start with a smaller weight, and then you can't be upset that you can't lift heavier. And then I guess one last thing I want to talk about. That's originally what I was going to be talking about when I said I was scrolling through YouTube. So my channel, I don't want it to be clickbaity. I don't want it to be so mind oriented, which is what majority of like spiritual YouTube is. I kind of had to switch my perspective on it and realize that majority of the population lives through their mind. I don't know. I haven't fully thought about it yet, but I want my channel to feel like home, like just from my vibe, you already feel some sort of connection. Just leaning into the whole soul aspect. That's really it. But that's really it. Bye.